Hi, and thanks for joining me for this week's Take 5. Are you somebody that prioritizes exercise in your day and then spends the rest of the day sitting in a chair at a desk on a computer? Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of research out there that shows that sitting for hour upon hour throughout the day has a negative impact on your health. And there's comparison to it being as great as smoking. Smoking is a pretty bad habit that has some pretty devastating effects on our health. So if sitting compares to that kind of effect, we definitely want to be aware and do something about that. There's also research that shows if you make the effort to be physically active in the day, and then you spend hour upon hour seated in a chair in front of a computer or just whatever, seated and sedentary, that the positive effects that you've gained from that workout are actually diminished by the amount of time that you spend sitting on your behind. So I'm here today to encourage you to get up and move every hour. If you have to be glued to a piece of technology and seated on your butt in a chair for a good chunk of the day, set a timer, make mental note. My iWatch reminds me, which I appreciate, that I've been sitting for an extended period of time. If you're able to stand while you're on telephone calls, that's a helpful function. Standing while you're on the phone, if you're able to create any kind of a standing workstation. Definitely these days, so many of us are home-based more than in an office. So it's not like we can get up and walk to somebody's office to have a conversation with them. We're spending a lot of time close to home, and a lot of us are spending a lot of time alone, except for that time that we're using our technology to get work and tasks done. So Take 5 this week is about some simple things that you can do to stay upright and off your duff, so that you don't have hour upon hour of sedentary activity or no activity, sedentary time in your day. So I'm going to encourage you to do things like stretch. So I'm going to take my right leg, outside leg, put it back behind my left leg, and just reach up with my right arm. You'll feel a nice stretch through this underarm to hip section of your body. Inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale, do it again, exhale, right side. Oh, that feels so good. Opening that rib cage, inhale, and exhale, left side. All right, so we can also do some kind of a repetitive activity, something as simple as stepping forward and stepping back, stepping forward, stepping back. This is gonna get your blood flowing a little bit, your body moving a little bit, give you a little bit more energy than sitting on your butt all day well. Okay, just gently step forward, step back, step forward, step back, and be very small. Okay, I'm going to change and go to my left leg, step forward, step back, step forward, step back, step forward. So again, moving a little bit, getting some blood flowing forward and back. Forward. Now, if you're on a telephone call and you're doing something like this, you might be huffing and puffing a little bit. So you got to plan accordingly. All right. And one of the other things that you can do is a simple stretch. I'm going to use my chair. I'm just going to put my leg up on that chair, sit up nice and tall in my stance. Inhale, lift up. And as I exhale and drop forward, that's when I really feel that stretch through the back section of my upper leg. Stretching can be, I'm not making a bunch of noise while I'm doing it. Okay, everybody has their favorites. If you have a particular move that you like to do, I personally like to do this because my hamstrings are so tight. I can't stretch them enough. If you're able to spend 5 minutes being active, you have the access to some sort of fitness equipment. That's a wonderful way. One of my favorite stretches has become 2 hands, inhale up, exhale, bring those arms down and grab one another. Oh, so I'm opening up my chest. Stay up nice and tall, elbows are nice and close. Breathe. you can do simple. Repetitive motion can be a positive thing in that, you know, some simple movement such as this, it's easy to do. You don't have to think about it. And I'm just going to do it repetitively, soften my knees, tuck my tail, and allow my waist to twist a little bit with each side. Things like this get a lot of blood flowing. Okay. So don't underestimate if there's some sort of activity that feels good to you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You'll also notice that I have a big physio ball here. And although it's not on the floor right at the moment, I often will spend time sitting on my ball instead of my chair so that I can be moving around a little bit. And bottom line, just sitting on my ball makes me have to use my core for posture because I don't have a back to my chair. So there's lots of options for being able to get more activity and movement in when you have to spend hour upon hour seated. All right. Remember that it's not good for your health to do that day after day after day. Even if you make the effort to be active, the benefits are just not retained. So take some time today and each and every day this week to move a little bit every hour as the day goes by. You'll find that your energy sustains itself. You're going to feel a lot better about a long day and multiple tasks if you have some you time built into that. I know you can do this. Give it your best shot.